often talk about strategies, which is the approach we use to get results, but it's helpful to think of this within the broader context of your overall business and how your strategy ultimately links to your tactics. Because that's the whole idea when people talk about strategy, is it means aligning everything to achieve a specific goal. The framework that we use for this is GSOT, which is goals, strategy, objectives, and tactics. The goal is what you want to achieve at a high level. This could be broad. I want to grow my business by 5% this year. It could be specific. I want to attract 200 people to an event that I'm running. I want to have, X results on a new product launch. So it doesn't have to be always at the business level. It could be at whatever level you're meaningfully trying to impact. Next is your strategy, where we talk about ANCRA and the marketing funnel, which is where you define what is the approach you're going to take to achieve that goal. So saying, okay, I know I need to get 100 people, but how do I do it? Oftentimes, our strategy is just sell, 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 sell. But if we can think more deliberately to say, oh, what if I focus my effort on getting the people who came last year to come back and invite a friend? That's where strategic thinking can help, where we think in the full funnel and decide where to focus. Then you have your objective. Your objective is basically a measurable step on how you're achieving your strategy. So let's say I want to grow my business by 5% this year. My strategy is to really focus on the sort of conversion funnel aspect. So I want to get as many leads in and then try to convert them. So my objectives then could be, I want to get 100 leads a month and I want to aim for a conversion rate of 5%. So I would have two objectives. One is my number of leads. Then I get to my tactics and I say, okay, I'm going to put a pop-up on my website. That'll get me 10. I'm going to do personalized LinkedIn outreach. That's going to get me 20. I'm going to do a LinkedIn lead gen ad on Facebook. That should get me 30, etc. So then I have the tactics that contribute. And so the way that you want to think about this, and this is kind of a fully fleshed example of a GSOT template that you can use within your business or organization, is you start with the goal. And again, this could be general or specific. Next, you determine your strategy. And then for each strategy, you can have one or more objectives. So the objectives are the measurable things you want to hit. So if my goal was to grow sales and I was a CPG company, my awareness or my objectives could be reaching a certain amount of top of mind awareness, or having certain equity metrics, or reaching a certain percentage of people. So depending on the type of business you're in, you would have different things in your objectives, but then you line up your tactics. And what this helps you to do is, especially when you put metrics to your tactics, so it's not just having metrics, but also benchmarks and KPIs for them, then I can say, oh, when I look at organic social media, Instagram by far has the lowest reach, but it's taking me the most effort. Could I use my time more smartly maybe? These guest webinars, that seems like a lot of effort to reach not too many people. But actually, maybe that's a higher impact type of reach. So even though it's a little off, maybe that's worth it for other reasons. But when you map it out in this way, what you're able to do is, one, look at the size and scale of how each tactic is contributing to the objective. And then two, ask yourself if the sum of your tactics is really enough to reach your objective. This is a really linear way to start thinking about your strategic approach to your digital marketing. Now, depending on where you are, you may be at a point where you've been activated for a while, you're already measuring things, you can put some numbers behind this. You may be at an earlier stage where you're guessing. If that's the case, you can do some benchmarking externally and look at industry averages to try to get a starting point of numbers behind this, so at least you're setting a goal or target for yourself to move forward. This kind of shows you the overview of how we use this GSOT framework to build a strategic social media or digital marketing plan that's clearly contributing to the bottom line business results.